Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. Indeed, these words ring true to each one of us, and especially for those who rose to the occasions and went beyond to their calls of duty. Amidst this pandemic, there were none other than our health workers, sanitation workers, policemen, teachers, and bankers. And to applaud these heroes, the learners of grade 4A and B would like to wish a very pleasant morning to one and all present here.
This assembly is dedicated to the real heroes of our lives who have come out of their way to help the less fortunate people in these tough times and have pooled resources to bring smile to their faces. We, the students of class 4A and 4B, are here to take you on a beautiful virtual tour of gratitude towards such real heroes. Let's rejoice in the majestic journey of real heroes through this assembly and show gratitude towards them. Over to Aditri.
Prayer. Prayer is an expansion of total faith in the present power within and around us. When we pray with faith, we express it through our sincere thanks to Him. God knows our needs, limitations, and challenges. He fulfills our desire if we call upon Him and acknowledge Him every time. So let's begin the day with the morning prayer.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः.
We are what we think. Our whole being depends on how positive our thoughts are. They not only refresh our minds but also give us a new way of living. So, let's hear today's thoughts.
Good morning, everyone. The thought of the day is happiness is the new rich, inner peace is the new success, health is the new wealth, and kindness is the new cool. I repeat, happiness is the new rich, inner peace is the new success, health is the new wealth, and kindness is the new cool. Thank you.
सुप्रभात। आज का शुभ विचार है, लोग खुद ही तय करते हैं मंजिल आसमानों की, परिंदों को नहीं दी जाती तालीम उड़ाने की। रखते हैं जो हौसला आसमान छूने का, उनको नहीं परवाह कभी गिर जाने की। Thank you, Abhimanyu, for such an inspiring speech. It is important to know what is happening around the world. Let's call our news reporters from 4A and 4B to update us with the current headlines.
Here's the national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the International Cooperation and Convention Center, Gujarat, in Varanasi that offers a glimpse of the cultural richness of ancient city of Kashi. Ramendra Pradhan, the new education minister, will play a key role in education reforms as promised in the new national education policy.
Good morning, everyone. Here's the international news. Singapore unveiled one of the world's largest floating solar panel farms, spanning an area equivalent to 45 football fields and producing enough electricity to power the island's 5 water treatment plants. Britain published plans to decarbonize its transport system, phasing out the sales of all polluting road vehicles by 2040 and committing the aviation sector to a net zero emissions target by 2050. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Here is the sports news. The International Cricket Council announced a new point system for the next World Test Championship cycle. India sent a 228 strong contingent to Tokyo Olympics. This is India's largest ever contingent of athletes at Olympic.
Good morning, everyone. Here's the school news. The first 3 rounds of the House meeting for the first set were conducted successfully and the Goenkans participated wholeheartedly. The final round is scheduled for next week, that is on 28th July 2021. The introductory session and the release of application forms for the commencement of the Student Council was conducted on 12 July 2021. The important timelines for the selection process were also shared with the Goenkans. The shortlisted candidates will be informed on 24 July 2021.
Thank you, GOENKA reporters. Kindness is like spreading sunshine into other people's lives, regardless of the weather. People need your kindness more than your opinion. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are endless. With this beautiful quote, let's watch a video presentation based on our real heroes who have opened their minds and hearts for humanity.
Jagdish Lal Ahuja, who is also known as Langar Baba, is being rewarded for selflessly organizing langar for 500 plus poor patients daily for over 2 decades in Chandigarh. He also provides patients with financial assistance and clothes. Jagdish Lal Ahuja is a self-made billionaire who sold off properties worth crore to fuel his mission and continue to serve undeterred even after being diagnosed with stomach cancer.
Satyamarayan Mandayur, also known as Uncle Musa of Arunachal, has been promoting education and reading culture in remote areas of Arunachal Pradesh for the last 4 decades. Mandayur was born in Kerala. He left his government job as a revenue officer in Mumbai and moved to Lohit in Arunachal in 1979. He established 30 libraries in remote areas such as Wakro, Chongkham, Latho, and Ajno. He also started a home library movement, entrusting books to volunteers who in turn distribute the books to children.
Harakala Hajaba is an orange vendor from Harakala village in Mangalore, Karnataka, popularly known as Akshara Santa or Saint of Letters. He saved up money from selling oranges and started a primary school to educate the children in his village in Mangalore. In the year 2000, with just 28 students, a few years later, he started a high school for students aged 10 to 14 in the same village.
Tulasi Gora, also known as the Encyclopedia of the Forest, due to her vast knowledge of diverse species, of plants and herbs. Even though growing up in a poverty and not having any formal education, she grew a nurture that had 1,000 of trees for the past 60 years. At the age of 72, she continued to nurture plants and share the knowledge with people, carrying forward the message about environment protection.
To often underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or a small act of kindness, which has the power to turn a life around. I'm sure you all must be inspired after watching this wonderful video presentation.
My real hero is my sister. She helps me in my homework and she helped me make my first friends. My superhero is my father. He takes time to play with me. He never says to throw garbage in environment. He always says never throw garbage in environment.
My mother is my hero because she always helps me and protect me. She always teaches me good manners. I love her.
And my superhero is my Nanu because he is really caring and sweet. I love my Nanu.
My grandfather, he taught me how to stay calm. He plants trees in public places to save environment.
Hello friends, my real hero is my grandmother. She loves me a lot and takes care of me.
My father is my he loves me a lot.
My real hero is my cousin. His name is Prakshit Bhaiya. He is very confident, helps me and plays with me a lot too.
My real heroes are my parents. They are really important to me because they are the ones who protect me and help me in everything. They are so special to me because they gave me such a beautiful life.
Hero is my mom. She is a doctor who works tirelessly and takes care of our family too. I am proud of her.
My real hero is my mother because she takes care of me and still has time to play with me.
My real hero is my mom. My mom is a teacher and she loves me and lots of students.
When it rains, look for the rainbow. When it's dark, look for the stars. Always believe that something wonderful is going to happen because optimism is a faith that leads to achievement. Life is nothing without hope and confidence. It's time to take you all to the world of unsung heroes through this story.
20 years ago, a letter from a village in Himachal Pradesh arrived at the Ministry of Defence. The writer was a school teacher and in his request, he asked if it was possible for him and his wife to be granted permission to visit the place where their only son had died a heroic death in the War of Kargil on his Memorial Day on 7 July 2000. They would consider it even if they were not allowed. If it is against the national security, in that case he would withdraw his application.
The department officer who read the letter said, "It doesn't matter what the cost of their visit is. I will pay it from my salary if the department is unwilling to, and I will bring the teacher and his wife to the place where their only boy died and we should have honored." On the Remembrance Day of the deceased hero, the elderly couple were brought to the village with due respect. When he was taken to the place where his son died, everyone on duty stood erect and saluted, but one soldier handed him a bunch of flowers, bowed and touched his feet and wiped his eyes and saluted.
She said, "You are an officer. Why you touch my feet?" "Well, sir," said the soldier, "I am the only one here who is with your son and the only one here who saw his son hit him on the feet. The enemies were shooting hundreds of bullets per minute with their SMG. 5 of us advanced the distance of 30 feet and we were hiding behind rocks. I said, 'Sir, I am going for the death charge. I am going to take their bullets, run towards the bunker and throw the grenade. After that, you all can capture the bunker.' I was about to run towards the bunker, but your son said, 'Are you crazy?
You have a wife and children. I'm still unmarried. I'll go. Do the death charge and you do the covering." And without hesitating, he snatched the grenade from me and ran into the death charge. Bullets fell like rain from the enemy HMG. Your son dodged them, sir, reached the bunker, took the pin out of the grenade and threw it right into the bunker. Their assault was over. The area came under our control. I lifted your son's body, sir. 42 bullets had hit him. I lifted your son's head and hands, and his last words were Jai Hind.
I do not have the privilege of putting these flowers at his feet, but I have the privilege of putting these flowers at your feet, sir. The teacher said I bought the shirt for my son to wear when he came on leave, but he never came home and he never will. Why don't you take it, beta? This real hero's name was Captain Vikram Batra. His father's name is Girdhari Lal Batra. His mother's name is Kamal Kanta. These are our real heroes.
Poetry lifts the veil from the hidden beauty of the world and makes familiar objects as if they are not familiar. Keeping up with the thought of the beauty of poetry, we have Dhriti and Kian from class 4B with a beautiful poem.
Let's be an example to the world. Let peace prevail in every sphere. Let's help the poor, downtrodden and old. Let's progress with minds without fears.
None should stay hungry any day. None should stay unsheltered, I pray. None should lie uncovered on the way. God loves Goenkans, we all must say.
Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Music once admitted to the soul becomes the spirit that never dies. So dear viewers, hold your breath as we begin before you a musical tribute to our real heroes.
नन्ही सी हंसी भोली सी खुशी फूलों सी वो बाहें भूल गए जब देश ने दी आवाज हमें हम घर की राहें भूल गए हम सोए नहीं कई रातों से जाने वतन सो जाने बुझे हमें नींद उसी दिन आएगी जब देखेंगे आबाद तुझे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। मजबूर हुई जब दिल की दुआ तो हमने दवा से काम लिया, वो नब्ज नहीं फिर थमने दी जिस नब्ज को हमने थाम लिया। बीमार है जो किस धर्म का है हमसे न कभी ये भेद हुआ, सरहद पे जो वर्दी खाकी थी अब उसका रंग सफेद हुआ। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू।
Nothing is more powerful than the power of words, especially if the words come from someone whom we admire and look up to. Let us now invite our dear headmistress Shrishti Ma'am, who is known among all of us for her immense wisdom and exceptional love and care she showers on us.
Oh, very good morning, dear students, parents, and teachers. Thank you so much, children. You have done a tremendous job in this virtual assembly. We are indeed very proud of you. So, heroism is not limited to the battlefield or a silver screen alone, it is present all around us. But since these heroes don't make a song and dance about their noble acts, we tend to miss noticing their considerable contribution. The basic creed of heroism is to show grace under pressure and courage in the line of fire. A person's conduct and mettle to look squarely into the eyes of an adverse situation smilingly are the quintessential qualities that make her or him stand out from the rest. Another great characteristic of a gallant person is that she or he actually do the right thing, take the right course of action, even when nobody is watching. Of course, they do it at the cost of their time, energy, and always get out of their comfort zone and do it. So, that is what precisely we are trying to instill in our learners to do their best and the right thing, even when nobody is watching. So, thank you so much, dear children, for taking us through such inspiring true stories of courage, character, conviction of these real heroes. It is said that character is indispensable to a successful career and happy life. It is nothing more than the sum total of our choices, I would say. And it is something every one of us has control over. And our Goenkans know it very well how to make the right choices at the right time. And today's assembly gave us precisely the examples of flesh and blood models, men and women whose choices and actions make them real heroes. So, some of these real heroes may not be well known, as it was in our today's assembly, but they are simply those remarkable people we have never even heard of. So, actually, there are takeaways at the end of each profile, I would say. I would call this assembly a treasured resource and a favorite of viewers of all ages. I'm sure everyone is going to enjoy watching it. So, dear children, I want to say that struggling against great difficulty enables us to develop ourselves tremendously. It can be a source of positive growth and dynamic progress. The important thing is to continue to hold on to one's convictions and continue to be authentic, come what may. So each one of us can be the protagonist of our own life and write our own golden heroic story. And as we move on and look ahead, along with the academic rigor, a array of interesting activities await our young scholars as we get deeper into our student engagements, including the LEAP, which is already strengthening the skills and concepts of our Goenkans, inter-house competitions that have been rolled out for our enthused learners, student council at the primary wing level to develop their leadership skills. And now, of course, they are gearing up for the AIL in the month of August on the theme Incredible India. And for all these activities, we are getting an overwhelming response from our enthusiastic and responsible Goenkans, I would say. So, with ambition propagating to the pinnacle of success, any hindrance in the path loses its strength, even like if the actions are supported with positivity and perseverance. So, hope is a flame that we need to keep alive. We need to really nurture within our own hearts because it can transform any and every situation. It can change winter into spring, barrenness into creativity, agony into joy. So we are burning that flame of hope within our hearts and hoping to soon embrace our Goenkans back in school with love and warmth and looking forward to make a bond even stronger than ever. This too shall pass. Yes, together we shall overcome this situation. And soon, happy days are going to be back, and we are going to be together and meeting personally in school. Thank you so much for joining on this virtual platform. Have a great, good day ahead. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for happiness. It's a spark that lights a fire of joy in our soul. Yes, it is time to extend our deep gratitude to everyone who has been instrumental in making this assembly a success. Thanks to all the teachers and students for attending today's assembly. It's an honor for the students of class 4 that you all gave your precious time to us. Thank you all. Have a joyful, amazing, and smiling day ahead.